Hi, this is Brad Linder from Liliputing, and today I'm unboxing something from Dell. To be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure what it is that they sent me today, because I've requested a couple of different items, and this is the first one that showed up. So let's open it up and take a look and see what's inside. Okay, according to the invoice, we've got here an Inspiron Mini 10V netbook. Some pretty nice packaging here. First thing you see on the top is the netbook itself in... Well, this is interesting. Instead of putting the whole thing in a sleeve here, we're putting a little divider there. There's a little screen cover. And that's a pretty nice looking netbook. It's the first time I've actually seen this particular model up close. We'll take another look at it in a second. We've got a purple lid here. First, let's take a look and see what else is inside the box. Underneath is a compartment with a power adapter, setup guide, some information about the screen resolution, and a series of DVDs, including applications already installed on your computer, Microsoft Works 9.0, drivers and utilities already installed, and the operating system. It's kind of funny that you get 4 CDs for a computer that doesn't have a CD drive, but if you do need to reinstall any of this, you can use a USB CD drive to do that. Let's go ahead and put the box away for a second and take a closer look at the netbook itself. So, first thing you'll notice about this particular model is that it has the extended capacity 6-cell battery. It does stick out quite a bit from the bottom, but when you put the laptop down on a table, it actually gives us a nice little tilt for the keyboard. Around the sides of the device, you've got a USB port on the right side, VGA, Ethernet, audio jacks. Nothing really on the front. 2 more USB ports and an SD card slot. It's actually SD/MMC, so it's doesn't look like it'll take, it should take SDHC cards as well, but not Sony memory stick or a couple of other formats. Power and a Kensington lock port. The lid is kind of glossy, but it's not quite as prone to fingerprints as some of the glossy lids that I've seen in the past. And the screen itself is glossy and definitely reflective, but no gloss around the bezel or elsewhere, which means that, again, it's not going to be so much of a fingerprint magnet. This is plastic, feels like, but it's got a nice metallic look to it. The touchpad is nice and wide, has a very nice texture to it now that I'm putting my finger on it. You'll notice that there are no hardware buttons here. The left and right buttons are actually built right into it. And there's a webcam up here, looks like the microphone is right next to it. Dedicated row of function keys, something that Dell Inspiron Mini 9 did not have. And a power slot right up here. Just to give you a quick idea of how it stacks up against a couple of other netbooks, I'm going to grab a few that I've got lying around. So about the same size as the Samsung Go, which is also a 10-inch netbook. And when you open them up, looks like the Samsung Go sits a little bit lower, but basically the same size. You get a little bit more tilt here because of the way that the battery is. Let's take another one that actually has a very similar battery layout, which would be the Lenovo IdeaPad S10 II, which has a battery that also juts down in the back and gives you a little tilt. Also sits a little bit lower, and that really just has to do with sort of where the hinges come up. Not quite as much angle there though, so actually maybe it's not the hinge so much as... Yeah, and I think it's primarily just how far out that battery goes in the bottom. But you notice you get a much wider touchpad here than you do on the Lenovo. And then for good measure, here's a Asus EPC 1000H. Now this is a first generation 1000H. It's not the new 105HA or the 1000HE. But it does have a high capacity battery, so they're pretty comparable in terms of size. In terms of weight, I'd say that The Dell seems to weigh just a little bit less, and the keyboard has wider, flatter keys, but other than that, they're very similar in size. So there you have it. I'll be bringing you more information on Liliputing.com about the Dell Inspiron Mini 10V soon. This is Brad Linder for Liliputing.